welcome back to Persian Vibes. I'm Elisa and it is so nice to see you. Today we're gonna dive into really fun Persian expressions with the word DAST, which means hand. And you might think hand is just a simple word, but in Persian it's everywhere. We use it to greet people, to describe actions, emotions, and even idioms that sound completely different in English. By the end of this lesson or video, you'll be able to use these expressions naturally. And here is a challenge for you. Every time I introduce a new expression, I want you to repeat it after me. And if you can, type it in the comments below and let's see who can remember the most. So, let's start. So first, dastadan. This literally means to give a hand, but in Persian it means shake hands. For example, when you meet someone, you say salam and you give them your hand. That's just dastadan. Repeat after me. Dastadan. Very good. Now, did you know it has another meaning? It can also mean to happen or an event happened. یه چیزی دست داد. For example, اون کار دستمون داد, which means that person got us into trouble. Say it with me. کار دستمون داد. Now, can you try making your own sentence with دست دادن? If you can, type it in the comments and I'll try to help. Okay? So now imagine someone tells a funny story and everyone starts clapping. In Persian, we say دست زدن. Literally, it means to hit with the hand, but in daily use, it means to clap. For example, مردم دست زدن. People clapped. Say it with me. مردم دست زدن. Excellent. But wait, it has another meaning too. To touch. Imagine a child wants to touch a hot pot and the mother says به این دست نزن یا به این دست نزن. Don't touch this. Now you say it. به این دست نزن. Awesome. If you understood both meanings, drop a clap emoji in the comments. So, دست زدن. Next, we have دست گرفتن. Literally, to take a hand, in one meaning, it's very direct, اون دو نفر دست همو گرفتن. Those two held hands. Say it with me. اون دو نفر دست همو گرفتن. Perfect. But there is another meaning. To support someone. For example, استاد دست شاگرد رو گرفت. The teacher supported the student. Repeat. استاد دست شاگرد رو گرفت. Great. Quick question for you. Who in your life always دستتو میگیره? Supports you. Say their name out loud right now or write it in the comments. So, دست کسی رو گرفتن. Now, let's talk about expressions for starting and stopping things. دست کشیدن means to stop doing something. For example, از سیگار دست کشید. He stopped smoking. Say it. از سیگار دست کشید. Very nice. On the other hand, when you want to begin something, we say دست به کار شدن. دست به کار شدن. To get started. For example, بیاید دست به کار بشیم. Let's get started. Say it with me. بیا دست به کار بشیم. Excellent. Then we have دست برداشتن, which means to give up. For example, من دیگه دست برداشتم. I gave up. Repeat. من دست برداشتم. Great. Now here is your practice task. Think of something you started, something you stopped, and something you gave up. Try to say them in Persian using these expressions. So if it's hard, just write the English version in the comments and I'll help you with that. So, دست برداشتن، دست به کار شدن. Now, sometimes these expressions are about emotions. Like, one important phrase is دست پاچه شدن. دست پاچه شدن. It means to get nervous. Imagine you're about to take an exam and you forget like everything. You are دست پاچه. For example, من پیش از امتحان دست پاچه شدم. I got nervous before the exam. Repeat it. من پیش از امتحان دست پاچه شدم. Perfect. Another one is دست کسی رو گرفتن. To help or support someone. For example, دوستم دستمو گرفت و کمکم کرد. My friend helped me and supported me. Say it with me. دوستم دستمو گرفت و کمکم کرد. Wonderful. Now a subtle one. از دست دادن. It's like to lose. You can lose an object like کتابم رو از دست دادم. I lost my book. Or lose a person. Like پدرش رو از دست داد. He lost his father. Say it gently. پدرش رو از دست داد. So از دست دادن. از دست دادن. Let's bring these to life with a little story. Like imagine you're at a Persian party. You walk in, greet everyone with دست دادن. Then someone plays music and people start دست دادن. Later you see two friends که دست همو گرفتن. And someone tries to touch the food and gets told like به این دست نزن. At the end, the host says بیاین دست به کار شیم. Let's start another game. Did you notice in one party you can hear almost all of today's expressions? Now, here is a challenge. Write in the comments what expression you might use at your own party, okay? So, for another story, we can say, a classroom, the teacher says like, بچه‌ها بیاین امروز دست به کار شیم. A student gets دست پاچه and the teacher smiles and says, نگران نباش. من دستتو میگیرم. Don't worry, I'll help you. Another student is tired and says, من که دست برداشتم. Everyone laughs. Can you picture the scene? Now I want you to imagine your own classroom and say out loud which expression would happen there. Okay, so دست به کار شدن. دست برداشتن. Now let's do a full review together. I'll say the phrases one by one and I want you to repeat loudly. Even if you're alone at home. Okay, so ready? دست دادن، دست زدن، دست گرفتن، دست کشیدن، دست به کار شدن، دست برداشتن، دست پاچه شدن، دست کسی رو گرفتن، از دست دادن. Excellent. One more time, a bit faster. دست دادن، دست زدن، دست گرفتن، دست کشیدن، دست به کار شدن، دست برداشتن، دست پاچه شدن، دست کسی رو گرفتن و از دست دادن. Perfect. If you repeat it with me, write down in the comments. So, I know you practiced. So, with just one DAST, you can make a lot. And you can see just one simple word, DAST, gives us so many useful and powerful expressions. You can use when you meet people, when you clap, when you start for or stop something, when you get nervous, when you support a friend, or even when you lose something important. These phrases are everywhere in Persian, and the more you use them, the more natural your Persian will sound. Okay? So, try to use them. And thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this lesson, please give it a like, subscribe to Persian Vibes, and share it with your friends who are learning Persian too. Okay, and here is your final challenge. Choose your favorite expression with hand and write it in the comments. And خدافظ.